We're back.
Welcome back.
Thank you for joining us today.
Wow. Episode 4.
Episode 4.
Goodness gracious.
Feels like just yesterday. Every episode I say that. Feels like just yesterday we started this.
Episode 100 feels like just yesterday.
So we had a few days extra in between this one. This is coming out beginning of the week versus end of the week.
Yes.
Because I started my teacher training.
Yellow.
And if you don't know what that is, in regards to, I'm a yoga teacher, fitness teacher, and I am leading a 200-hour teacher training for yoga so that all of these amazing women can become teachers.
I love it. And I hear through the grapevine that it's going very well.
I heard that through the grapevine too, which is awesome. Well, not my grapevine. I heard it from another grapevine.
Yeah, like a third-party grapevine.
My grapevine also is saying that it's going really well.
Yeah, like your direct grapevine, but there's like several like grapevines by proxy.
Right, yeah. All the same roots, but different vines.
Different vines.
Vining off.
Naturally, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how grapevines work.
Exactly.
Speaking of grapevines, well, actually not at all, but let me just do a shameless self-plug.
Yeah.
At the time of this recording, I dropped my first song of 2025. It's called All That Noise. It's out right now. Go check it out. That's
Slex Allen.
Oh, yeah, Slex Allen.
Slex.
Slex, Allen as in Tim Allen.
The Santa Claus. We could bring it up every episode.
Yeah. Literally, let's circle back to the Santa Claus every episode. It's out on all streaming platforms. So if you mess with Deezer, I got you. You mess with SoundCloud, I got you, etc.
It's a great song.
Spotify.
It's a bopper.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just had to do that plug. Now let's segue into today's topic. What is it, Elyse, Leren?
Science.
Science.
Science is broad.
Science is broad. There's all different sciences.
There's so many sciences.
We don't know much about science.
And honestly, so we thought that science would be fun to talk about because there's so much going into science. And like right at the end of last year, maybe the beginning of this year, like things are happening in the quantum realm. I've read about.
Yeah, what's going on there?
So they like had their first successful quantum leap.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means. They don't even know. So literally like what it says is like they did this, so now they're starting to understand quantum realms more.
Well, it's funny. I was talking to Dirk, who's a engineer.
Yeah.
Mechanical engineer or something like that. One of our friends, big time, like, engineer, knows all about science. And he was talking about, it's like an ongoing joke that like, no one really knows what quantum physics is. Like you do, but like you don't, because there's so many like hypotheticals and theoreticals, and it's just like mind blowing. But anyways,
and I'm sure a lot of you are thinking Ant-Man, because that's all I know about it too.
That's pretty much all I know about it.
Yeah, is that you can get really small,
like infinitely
and like go
small. You can go
realm.
too far into the realm. That's what happens.
Oh yeah, and then you're just lost in it.
In Quantum Mania, that's the whole thing. If you
you're like lost
size down too much, you get lost in like on a molecular level. Hypothetically.
So what they did in real life was that they sent something through like the computer in the quantum realm. My thought with that isn't that like an email though? Question mark. Like,
yeah. What?
If it's just on the computer anyways.
Yeah. Well,
one would think it could just be sent through like AirDrop, but clearly that's not the thing, and I'm sure it's very cool. I didn't come on here to talk to you about quantum physics, but
yeah, that
kind of sparked the science thing. I feel like we were just talking about what to talk about.
Yeah, it's a great start. Great start to the podcast. If you really want to know actual quantum stuff, go to like a quantum physics podcast. We don't know where the hell we're talking about.
Not this one. But in school, we would study many different sciences.
Yes.
Environmental science. What did you learn? Go on, spit facts. Go on.
I don't think I ever took an environmental science. I took like biology.
All right, biology. Spit one.
I know that it's like what do we retain? I know that plants make do photosynthesis. They use light.
When you said plants, I thought photosynthesis.
That's like the one thing you learn. They use light to convert, and they use nitrogen and shit to convert something into like glucose. I'm so close. But aren't they photosynthesis is using the sun's energy to create food, plants.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they extract light, the energy from the sun, and then elements from water. 'Cause that's why you water them, and then they create glucose, which is the sugar that also it makes them green, something like that.
There you go. Heard it here first. Plants.
Don't quote me on that. There was definitely some holes in that.
No, it sounded good. It flowed good. Yeah.
What did you learn?
In biology?
Or whatever. Chemistry, physics?
Earth science.
What about Earth?
We have different layers of the planet.
The
This
crust
is like
and
second
shit.
grade. You got crust. Then you have
Crust.
soil. Then you
Okay.
have magma.
You're going out from in, right?
Yeah.
Or out to in.
You have
Soil,
tectonic
crust.
plates. Magma.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I just read a fact. This was going to be my fun fact, but I didn't go. This was my scrapped fun fact that the magnetic pull. The magnetic pool.
So Chris and all of his family, honestly, they're from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvanians have very weird accents in general. No, shout out to all of you PA people.
She hates us.
I don't, but pool, like he always says instead of pull.
Don't say it with
He
that
says,
accent.
like,
I don't say pool. If I'm like you pull a rope, sometimes I'll say pull a rope, like
pool.
but I don't say pool. Elise always makes fun of me. Like,
So, anyways,
yeah, you say
Your
crazy. You
facts.
say crazy shit. You say like elementary.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Elementary.
Now you're saying it.
I've
that
always
way.
said elementary.
No way.
I say
and you
fire,
say documentary.
You don't like how I say document. Yeah, it's not documentary.
It's documentary. You say
Document-
documentary.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Anyways,
Whatever.
We'll get divorced later.
Yeah. This is the last episode. Enjoy it while it lasts. Back to some subjects. So we were talking
Wait,
about.
You were going to talk about your fact that you learned and something was pooled.
Oh yeah. The magnetic pole of the Earth that helps to, whatever. What does the magnetic pole do? I don't know, but it's due to man, why did I bring this up? I don't even remember. It has to do with like molten iron in the Earth's core that helps generate the magnetic pole.
Oh.
Yeah. I always thought it was like the tides and gravity, but I think it also, the like metal within the core of Earth, the molten iron, that helps. I read that.
And it's molten iron. It's not.
I think it's molten iron.
Huh.
Jeez. This is a tough episode. I don't know anything. I feel like I'm
We're
already
really proving
sweating.
it. Yeah, literally. That's a great fact. Another fact to piggyback off your fact, on the 25th of January, so hopefully you watch this episode before then, it will be the only time until, like, it will happen again after we die that all of the planets are aligned in the same line.
When?
The 25th of January.
What's going to happen?
Which, honestly, so they say that all of your manifestations, like, come true, energetically speaking. So you have to be, like,
You need
thinking,
to be ready.
like, really positive thoughts, like, get ready for your future, picture it, vision it, and then
Lock and load.
lock and load. It does make me think of different movies where it's, like, a lot could happen when those things happen.
Like Bruce Almighty.
Doesn't it happen in Dune or something when all of the planets align?
I don't know.
Maybe not Dune.
We got to rewatch Dune.
Yeah, you gotta watch a lot of things because I don't actually think it's Dune now that I'm talking about it. But there's a movie. There's a lot of movies.
Man.
Anyways,
This is a tricky episode.
okay, next.
We're really challenging ourselves.
What about chemistry?
I was just going to say chemistry, and remember stoichiometry? It's
No.
it's like a subset of chemistry. So within chemistry class in high school, you'll also do like units on stoichiometry, and that's like calculating exact numbers on like chemical reactions,
Mhm.
and it's the worst. If you are good at stoichiometry, you're the smartest person in the world.
I mean, the fact that you remember that word makes me feel like you're really smart. So,
well, I double checked like that.
Oh.
That's what it's called.
speaking of chemistry.
Speaking of stoichiometry.
Mm-hmm. TVs and movies, I feel like always make, like in most science scenes, they always make it like things are bubbling over all the time.
Right.
I don't even remember ever mixing something that bubbled.
Oh, you mean in like high school chemistry or like, yeah. You always, there's like explosions and it's like, that's so true. There was never, you're always expecting it and nothing happens.
Yeah. Like nothing at all. It might turn a different color, perhaps.
Yeah. No, that's so true. Like you go into high school thinking you're going to see like what happened in like the Disney original movie you saw like last week. Like the beaker bubbling over or whatever. Nothing.
Yeah.
One time we were doing some type of chemical reaction where it involved heat. So we had to put, I forget what it was, but you add something and something and you put it over heat and it makes something new. Chemical reaction.
Classic.
And it looked like salt to me and I tasted it. And I don't remember what it was, but thank God it wasn't toxic. And I remember after my teacher didn't see me, but he like, you know, in the same class was like, and make sure you don't ever ingest anything during a chemical reaction because you never know. And I was like, that was so dumb. But yeah, I remember I like tasted whatever it was.
Being a teacher's gotta be tough.
Yeah.
There's all these yahoos over here just tasting things.
Jabronis trying to taste stuff.
I'm sure that nothing that you're doing in chemistry though is going to be deathly.
It's not going to be like,
they can't do that.
That's true. It's not going to be like the COVID
I remember
virus
like,
that you're...
yeah. Maybe. I remember dissecting frogs.
Oh.
And like walking into the room, like getting ready for it, being so nervous. And it was like colder in the room.
Always
because
cold.
they obviously need the frogs to not
they have to chill it down for the frogs. So it's just like dark and like, damn.
It was, I remember like the smell was like scary.
Oh yeah, the formaldehyde.
Yeah.
That specific strong odor. And it's like, also it feels like damp in the air.
It feels death.
Yeah.
Death-like.
There's death in the air.
Did you ever have a cadaver?
No. Like a human cadaver?
Yeah.
No, that's like med school. Did you?
I guess not. Now that we're talking about it.
It's like 10th grade and
Did
they like wheel in a dead body.
No, I guess not.
No way.
Yoga trainings do it though, but I didn't go.
Okay, fair. Yeah, I could see. But
I'm really queasy. I like can't even the thought of what's happening. My dad just had surgery recently and they put in this like massive needle before his surgery to like have the IVs and stuff go through it.
Sure.
And literally just I had to turn away when she just pulled it out. And even thinking about it while I was talking to my sister, I felt like I was going to like vomit.
Dang, but didn't you have to didn't you have to needle your dad for something?
Yeah. His last surgery, he made me give him his meds that came in the form of a needle. So I had to like shove it into his hip and press the thing to inject it.
You're growing.
And he was like, just do it. And he was like yelling at me. Shout out, Dad. Trying to make me get over it.
Tough love.
I'm still not over it. Okay. So that's science in school.
Science in school. What a good time. That just cracks me up thinking about rolling in. It's biology 1. It's the first day and the teacher's like, buckle in, kids. And they wheel in a dead body. No. Didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
You're delusional.
Okay.
Yeah. So wait, let's see. Yeah. I did want to just I just wanted to mention sci-fi movies. I know it's like, it's a exaggeration of real life, but oh my gosh, I was just thinking about Interstellar. Speaking of quantum physics and black holes and whatnot, you haven't seen it, right?
No. Still no.
Let's watch that.
Okay.
Let's clear the schedule today and watch that. And Alien Romulus.
Here's my thought on all of this, right? I know like Slex said, like I know sci-fi movies aren't real, but everyone's just feeding everything into AI and everyone's like, this is so great. Even Google now answers all of my questions. Literally every movie ever that there's AI, what happens?
The AI takes over.
They take over. Human beings are getting dumber. Kids are now using AI to write their papers, and there's like no way for teachers to like figure it out at this point because AI is just doing everything.
It's like Terminator, the machines take over.
I've never seen that either.
But that the whole concept is that artificial intelligence gets smarter and stages an uprising against humans, and that's like the whole thing.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So start keeping some of your tricks to yourself, my friends, because they're gonna take over.
Oh, I saw this. Speaking of AI, this is like we're on a tangent, but that's what it's all about. There was like, again, some of the details are spotty, but there was like a CEO of a big AI company that's starting to, they're trying to market their AI music creation, and he said something in an interview that like musicians like don't like the process of making music, like because it's, you know, whatever, it's hard or it's like boring or whatever he said. And it's like, and apparently there's a lot of backlash because people are like, what are you talking about? It's like, that's the whole reason you make art because of making it, you know, which I think is so funny. And there's some amazing AI generated stuff, even songs, but like, that's going to be a weird time when there's like pop stars that are just generating AI.
They're fake.
Yeah, they're fake. Where it's like,
yeah,
I think the human element will always win over in the realm of art, but I don't know. Some of that AI generated stuff, like the visual art, is like incredible. So, yikes.
I kind of hate it.
I don't hate it, but like some of it is concerning.
Apparently, scientists don't even know how AI is so smart so quick, and like it's actually kind of like flipping them out a little bit.
That's where it starts. Like
flipping
Smart House.
No. Tricking them,
phasing them out, or
tripping them out, not flipping, tripping.
Well, it's like if you create this like this pretty much brain, it might have the capability to grow, and just like any human brain or any animal. Yeah,
Marvel,
or Smart House.
Yeah,
Disney
I heard you say
original.
That's awesome. I loved Smart House.
Smart House was
Pat
the OG.
takes over. She becomes a whole tornado.
Smart House was the OG of like an AI, like evil AI. No, wait, Terminator, probably.
Probably not Smart House.
Smart House, the Disney original, set the groundwork for sci-fi. Mark my words. Thoughts?
Yeah. I'm not going to fight you on it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
What's your fact?
All right, we're going to kick it off with a fun little science-related fact. Let me just bring out my phone just to elaborate on the fact, but check this out. Animals, depending on the species or species? Species or species? What do you say?
The second one.
Species, yeah. Face the camera a little bit more. I told Elyse, she's just this beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous woman, and I want her to be facing the camera more. Because
this is how I talk to people in conversation. You know, I stare.
You face away. This is an open conversation. Pretend like the camera's the third
AI.
Okay. Animals can experience time differently from humans. So check this out. Studies suggest smaller animals may experience the world in slow motion compared to humans.
Aww.
So, time is the same timeline. However, people can living things can perceive it differently. This is blowing my mind. Time perception depends on how quickly the brain can process incoming information. Scientists have attempted to measure it by showing animals pulses of light, which start slowly then speed up. There comes a point where the light is flashing so quickly, it looks as though it's just a permanent light. And then when they measure that in the animal's brain, they can kind of like determine how quickly said animal perceives the light. Whatever, that's the scientific process. Let me just speed through. Salamanders and lizards, it seems, perceive time more slowly than cats and dogs. And this, while this may help to explain the infuriating ability of flies to elude rolled up newspapers, it also raises an important question. Why? In other words, smaller animals like flies, that's the reason they can get away from you when you go to smack them, because it's coming in slow motion. It's like a superhero.
Wow.
And they just dodge it. Sorry, I don't know if that viewers and listeners, I'm kind of just like zipping through this article, but yeah.
That's very cool.
It's crazy. Wait, what was hold on. Oh, yeah. Last thing. Smaller animals with faster metabolisms can detect higher frequencies of flickering light. Therefore, it's like Neo dodging bullets in the Matrix. Movements and events may seem to unfold more slowly. How sick.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Anyways, that's
that
my
barely
fact.
even like makes sense in my brain, I feel like.
Yeah, you can't even like fathom it. It reminds me of Interstellar, where it's all about like time relativity, where like time passes quicker on this planet based off of XYZ. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, my very limited knowledge of that kind of stuff.
It's cool.
Yeah. All right. What's your fact?
That kind of stuff always trips me out.
Yeah.
Not flips.
Well, it's the same. You know what it reminded me of? It's okay. Wait. We're gonna say it together on 3. It's an animal we love about the colors it can see.
Yeah, I got it.
On 3. 1,
I was gonna bring
2,
this up.
3.
Mantis
shrimp.
I was going to bring that up while you were talking, actually.
Yeah. So go ahead. Talk about the mantis
You were
shrimp.
really excited about it. Go ahead.
So speaking of, because certain animals can perceive higher frequencies of light, mantis shrimps are one of those that apparently they're. I don't even know how scientists can determine this, but apparently the mantis shrimp can perceive a much wider spectrum of color than a lot of other animals, including humans. And
/ look it up. It's gorgeous. It has so
cool.
many colors on it. It looks like fake.
Yeah,
it looks like Lisa Frank, actually.
It looks like a Lisa Frank shrimp.
Yeah.
And it's like hard to wrap your head around that because you're like, okay, it can perceive colors we can't perceive. So you can't even be like, okay, so is it like a shade of orange? Is it shade of... Because it's like, no, it's like a non-existent color or, what does that even mean?
So, I was talking to my friends about this when I was looking up at the sky. And you know how sometimes when you look at the sky and it's like almost like flickering? I don't even know the word to describe it, but it's like blue, but like you look deeper into it and it's like you can kind of see like almost like maybe it's like energy moving
it's like
or something.
Or something. You're talking about the night sky?
The day sky, the blue. And then I'm like, okay, so am I just like kind of seeing many blues, but like crazy? If you just look quick, it looks like one blue. Basically, I might be a mantis shrimp.
Are you a mantis shrimp?
Like my eyes are.
Wow. If I married a mantis shrimp, talk about a plot twist.
Yeah. Great fact.
Thank you.
My fact is the human stomach can dissolve razor blades.
No.
We have a pH in our stomachs between 1 and 3, and that's strong enough to dissolve a razor blade in just a few hours.
Like hypothetically, because obviously swallowing it down, you'll absolutely screw up your esophagus.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get it down there,
tally ho,
you'll dissolve it.
That's cool.
Which is crazy, actually.
That's very cool.
It wouldn't come out that way, because if it came out that way, you'd be really screwed.
So all you got to do is find something that's friendly to swallow that's the same material as a razor blade to put it to like, are there any like just metal balls that are like the same material as razor blades? Because we could try this out. I don't want to cut my esophagus, but I want to see what my stomach can do.
Swallow a metal ball.
Swallow a metal ball. Thoughts?
Okay. Yeah, we'll look into it. we'll do it live next episode.
Yeah, we'll do it live. The whole process.
Yeah.
That's great.
So short but sweet.
I love it.
So we're going to play this game now.
Oh, no.
Where we tell each other a word from science, and then we have to guess what that word means. We have to define it.
Love it. Yep.
Okay. You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You go. I'm excited.
Okay, so my word is horripilation.
Wait, say it again?
Horripilation.
Okay. Horripilation.
You want to try to spell it?
Actually, spell it for me.
HORRIPILATION.
And I need to guess what the definition is.
Mm-hmm.
Horripilation. It's so funny. I like know it. It's like stupid how like it's easy. It's like right up in here. Yeah. Horripilation is the process of when you it's like right up in my brain.
Okay.
Horripilation is when a leaf falls from a tree and lands upright in the soil, and then a tree sprouts from that leaf.
Did you look it up?
No.
You didn't see it?
No.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Kind of.
What?
It's the erection of hairs on the skin due to cold, fear, or excitement.
Oh, so it's something standing up. I said a leaf standing up.
Yeah.
Cool. So when you get goosebumps, it's horripilation? Pretty much goosebumps?
When hair comes through.
Interesting.
Which I have been getting all the time now that Florida's so cold.
You've been horripilating like literally.
I horripilate a lot.
She horripilates every day.
So yeah, horripilation.
I love it.
hair popping through because
Hair
you're
popping
cold,
through.
excited, or scared.
Should I do mine?
Yeah.
Mine, I feel like I'm gonna butcher the name. Okay. Borborygmus. I think that's how you say it. Borborygmus. Would you like me to spell it?
Yeah.
Borborygmus. Borborygmus.
It is.
You know that. You know that.
Borborygmus.
You literally know this.
Oh, it's like, so it's definitely to do with the body because mus, I feel like, is like to do with the body.
Maybe.
Borborygmus. It's when an eyelash falls into your eyeball and you have to get it out.
Did you look this up?
That was my joke.
Yes.
You can't like do my joke right after I do my joke.
Wow. That's it. I'm not doing a joke.
What is it?
Just kidding. Borborygmus is grumbling or gurgling. It's the grumbling or gurgling noise made by fluid or gas moving through the intestines.
Oh.
Yeah, so like that grumbling that has a name, Borborygmus.
I Borborygmus a lot.
I borborig literally daily.
I hate when it's like a quiet moment and then your stomach goes off.
It sounds like sometimes. And you have to like, if it happens and people hear it, you have to like immediately let everyone know. It's just my stomach. It wasn't a fart. It's just my stomach.
Start talking louder.
Yeah. I swear. Haha, I swear.
Okay, so horripilation and Borborygmus.
Borborygmus. Lou Ferrigno. Okay, the next segment. We got a lot of, it's just all science related, fun little segments, y'all. Come on. Strap in.
Recent science breakthroughs.
Yes. And I want to bring up, here, you go first. I want to
Okay.
bring mine up.
So they've found in New Zealand the whitefly fossil,
Ooh, go on.
which they've found before, but not in New Zealand and not at this young of a stage. So it still had its like shell on it.
Okay.
So the thought is that it was on a leaf and the leaf immediately fell from the tree right into water and then right down into the sediment because it had to be fast because otherwise a fly could get away.
Right.
And to be able to see this detail like hasn't been done much before. Actually, it's only been done third time ever in New Zealand. No, I'm sorry. First time ever in New Zealand and third time ever globally.
You mean the level of preservation or what?
The stage of the fly, the age of the fly.
This is like a prehistoric fly.
Which is puparia. That's the like stage it was in.
That's amazing. Wait, why do we care about this fly? Do you know? It's like an ancient fly.
Well, now it means that these flies were there 15 million years ago.
Okay, so they can get a timeline for these flies.
And now they know more about that there was like more of like a like a foresty vibe in New Zealand where it was found.
Yeah, they could. Wow, they can kind of, it helps them get an idea also of the like the ecosystem. You said that.
Which
That's
I was
crazy.
thinking about how like, we all like don't like flies, hit them away. Like literally dinosaurs were walking around swatting flies away.
Yeah, and the little ones were going and getting them with their tongue.
Yeah, probably eating them.
Going.
Well, they were all birds mostly, so they were all eating them.
Wow, dude. Talk about a childhood shattered when we found out that they just look like massive chickens.
Made me like them more.
Yeah, I would love to, but that's the tough thing, that was the whole like misleading part of fossils is that most of the time the feathers aren't intact. That was the whole thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. They didn't preserve or something?
Yeah, they didn't preserve. All you see is the skeleton, so you can only like
Oh, right.
you can only just deduce that they probably look like big ass reptiles, but actually no, they're big chickens, baby.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't slap as hard though if the T-Rex in Jurassic Park was like just like
furry,
furry.
I like
Maybe
it.
it'd be kind of cute.
Okay, what's yours?
Sick. My fact. All right, no. This is the recent science breakthrough. This is actually ties right in. we were talking about AI. Excuse me. AI designed antivenoms could help treat lethal snake bites. So apparently, proteins made using machine learning successfully bind snake toxins. And why does this matter? Apparently, tons of people die per year. Thousands of people die per year as a result of snake bites. So it's a big deal. And treatments are not only limited, but they're expensive. So if we could use AI to kind of like create more accessible like treatment techniques for snake bites, bye-bye snake bite deaths.
Cool.
So that's cool with AI.
That's cool.
I don't know how they do it. They develop I assume this is what I'm guessing. It's kind of like creating antiviruses. They probably get the venom and then figure out from the venom how to extract the opposite to like combat it.
But isn't that like a bummer? Like, yes, it's saving lives, but like, isn't it a bummer for scientists that have been working on it for like 30 years and now they just like type it into a program and they tell them what to do?
Yeah, but they're designing the program to, it's not just like or maybe.
Yeah. That's very cool.
It's probably still gratifying because you're designing the program to create the protein. I don't know. AI is insane.
Well, that's very cool.
Yeah. Anyways,
I hope that saves all of you with your snake bites.
All right.
Okay. How well do you know your partner?
Yeah.
HWDYKYP.
This is our game right now.
So if you haven't tuned in before, we pose a question and then we both have to answer it based on what we think the person that we are asking it to would answer. And then hopefully we get one right.
It's pretty much like the dating
Which
game.
We've only gotten one right in 3 episodes. So maybe today we get another one.
I think you might get this one.
Okay, good.
All right. So question number 1. What is Slexy Boy's favorite dino? What's my favorite dinosaur, babe?
Here we go.
And don't be wrong.
Okay. No. 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Velociraptor.
Yeah!
I spelled it wrong.
That's all good.
Velociraptor.
Man, ever since the way they portray them in Jurassic Park, it's hard not to love
blue
velociraptors.
You love
well,
blue
yeah, from Jurassic World, but even before that, like this chase scenes, like the kitchen scene in the first one, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And me and the voice stocks, shout out voice stocks, when we would like play pretend, at least one of us was always a velociraptor post Jurassic Park. So
right.
Shout out Raptors.
Okay, cool. Next, what is my favorite planet?
His favorite planet. I feel like I'm going to look into your eyes and I feel like we've never talked about, do you actually have a favorite or are you just like picking one?
I'm kind of just picking one. I'll say this, I would pick the moon because that's my planet as far as being a Cancer goes, but it's not a planet. So I'm going to pick one.
All right. I went with my gut on this one, but let's see how it pans out. Ready?
1,
2, 3. Venus.
Because of the rings.
Damn it.
Right? Saturn has the rings.
Saturn has the rings.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Saturn. I can put this down. I went with Venus. To the listeners, I said Venus, Elyse said Saturn. I was thinking about Venus because I feel like, in Greek mythology, Venus, I feel like it has like feminine quality,
yeah.
Goddess, feminine qualities. Like, isn't Venus green? Like a beautiful green? Or am I just thinking Venus, greenness? I think Venus is green. I don't know. But Saturn, that was my second choice because of the rings.
It's cool,
it's really unique. Okay.
That's okay. Okay. Next.
What was the next one?
What job would Slex want to do in science? out of anything.
Does it need to be like super specific, or can it just be anything?
Could be anything. Do you have an idea?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you give me like the field?
No.
Cool.
Keep it general. All right, ready?
3, 2,
Two,
1.
one.
Astronaut.
Doctor.
Oh.
Astronaut would be sick. And also, like, all this talk of quantum physics, being like a quantum physicist and like kind of knowing that, that'd be cool. But nah, before I chose the music route, I was pretty interested in going in the medical field, especially because, like, my dad's in it and my brother's in it. But I would probably want to be a surgeon.
Ugh.
This was like hypothetically.
Yeah.
Some type of surgeon. I don't know what.
In the sense that I can't even watch a needle go into a body.
Yeah. No,
Huge hype for all surgeons.
Yeah, I was very, very close to like wanting to pursue like pre-med.
I was very close to thinking about that. Starting to think about maybe.
And then I was like, oh, you have to go to school for 200 years. Never mind.
Okay, last question. What is one periodic element
Oh yeah, this one's so dumb.
on the periodic table that Elyse that I like to talk about?
Yeah, like if you're talking elements, what is the one that always comes to mind for Elyse? I think I know it.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it. And do the periodic the abbreviation too. To make, you know what I mean? The 2-letter.
Okay. 3,
3,
2, 1.
Iron.
Oh.
I knew it was one of the ones that like the abbreviation's different than the word.
Yeah.
Damn it. What's the thing you always say?
So in school, my teacher taught us, gee, I wish it was gold because it's silver.
And it's AG.
And then gold is AU, give me back my gold.
Damn it. I was trying to think like FE. Yeah, it wouldn't have worked
No.
for iron. Shit.
Gee.
G. So listeners, I don't know if she said she did silver,
I
which
did
is
silver,
AG,
which is AG.
and I did iron, which is FE question mark. I think.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Okay, so we got one.
That is so funny. The G and AU.
Yeah, take that with you,
AU,
kids.
give me.
Any kids that need that
That's so
learning the
funny.
periodic table.
Me likey. Hold on.
Okay, so our last segment went so fast already.
It's been zipping past, but that's the thing, babe. When you're talking science, time doesn't even.
Yeah. Time slows down, so it speeds up.
What is time to a salamander? I'm going to start to say that from now on. It's nothing.
Beautiful. Okay, fact or fiction. So Slexy boy is going to say something that could be true or false, and I have to guess if it's true or false.
Okay, yeah.
And last time we did this, I got it right. So let's just remember that for a while.
Let me bring up the full thing so I don't mess it up. Hold on. Sorry, everyone. I got it right here. Okay. Fact or fiction? The different colors of a sunset are caused by different combinations of gases and fumes.
Yeah, true.
That is false.
Really? I thought it was like gases.
Not quite. Well, it had. Here, let me just read it. Sunsets appear colorful because of a scientific phenomenon called light scattering. This occurs when sunlight passes through atmosphere and interacts with particles, changing the direction of the light. The color of the sunset depends on the size of the particles and wavelengths of the light. So, it's not actually like the different gases we're seeing, even though there are different gases. It has to do with like the different lengths of wavelengths we're seeing and like how much they're scattered. Does that make?
Yeah.
I always thought it was like, oh, it's a little oranger because there's more helium or whatever, fill in the blank.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
no, it's
the particle size.
It's how the wavelengths interact with the atmosphere is how we perceive it.
That's great.
Pretty cool, right?
Hell yeah. Good one.
Yeah. So now you know.
So now you know. And I hope that you don't just like learn these facts, think they're cool, and then forget them. I hope you really like simmer in them, remember them.
I'm going to try. I think by episode 4, so we do facts. If you haven't seen our other episodes, we always do fun facts and all that. And I feel like I am retaining some of it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so quick, what's your word?
Borborygmus.
What's my word?
Sephirillium?
Think whore.
Oh, yeah. Horripiration.
Horripilation.
Horripilation. Like, think of a rippling whore. Now I'll remember it. Sorry.
There you go.
Horripilation. Okay.
All right.
Wow. That was a great one.
That was fun.
There's so much science that we've been talking about. Maybe down the road we'll do a science too.
Oh, we'll do a science too.
We'll do a science too.
Yeah. All right. Well, have a great week.
Thanks for tuning in. This is We Don't Know Anything.
Good night.
Yeah, we'll see you next
Good
time.
day.
Good day.
Good day.